Hey, it's Kanoya, and I've been talking about some products I saw at the Mobile Entertainment Expo that just took place in Las Vegas. And of course, both the Pioneer Rev 1 and Rev 7 were in the building, so I had my first chance to take a look at both. And something that struck me immediately is that Pioneer's done something really cool that reminds me of what Apple has done with their products. You see, if you are an iPhone user, it's very easy to move to an iPad and know how to operate it. In the same way that one person might have an iMac on their desk at home, but use a MacBook on the go. There is familiarity with the tactile feel between Apple products as well as the user experience. And this is the genius that Pioneer has brought with its line of products. Now, I know it's been said by others before, but I just want to reiterate, these new controllers are tailor-made for the turntablists, especially for the turntablist that says, "I hate controllers. They're just toys." Look, the controller is never going to be a perfect replica of a mixer and a turntable, but the Rev 7 and Rev 1 with their layout, namely the position of the pitch fader and pads, should make any S9 or S11 user pretty pleased. I would even go as far as saying that I believe the Rev 1 is a must-have for all DJs, and here's why. It's a perfect tool for preparation, it's a legitimate backup tool, and muscle memory, especially if you are a user of an S9 or an S11. So let me expand on that. Preparation. I've always been a big advocate for not only having a backup controller option, but having a controller that aids in pre-event prep. Now for me and many others, the Numark DJ-To-Go, got one right here, has really been a perfect solution for both. I mean, this thing is compact enough to just be thrown into a bag, and it's always available should I need a backup solution. And the other great thing is that it's small enough to just place on a desk, and I can use it at home to prep tracks. The Rev 1, although much bigger than the DJ-To-Go, I'd still consider compact. And it's even a better prep tool than this DJ-To-Go because it has 8 pad buttons versus the DJ-To-Go's 4. And of course, there's a whole host of other features that are likely more in line with your primary controller or mixer. As a backup tool, the Rev 1 just makes better sense. And while you could certainly get by using something like this to finish up a gig, I'd be much more comfortable on something a bit bigger, something with direct RCA outputs, and something with a microphone input. The Rev 1 has all of these. Now finally, muscle memory. Now this may seem a bit weird, but I mean, have you ever gone several weeks or even months without touching your primary controller? In 2020, for a while, most of my DJing was either on my Numark DJ-To-Go or on my S9 because I was streaming with my turntable setup. I hadn't even used my controller for months, and I remember the first gig I had with it after all those months, I was reaching for buttons and knobs that just were not there. And while I was in the Pioneer DJ booth, I happened to run into Traylor, and here's what he had to say about this.
Like for me, muscle memory is a big thing. Like where I want to remind myself where my hand goes. This is a natural feel for me. The pitch and the jog, so close up here. A lot of your secondary tools to mix are at the top. Yeah, everything looks and feels familiar. Like all your favorite features from any particular old school style is baked into this.
The Rev 1 has a reasonable SRP of $259, which in my opinion is a great price for something that can double up as both a backup and a prep tool. So what do you think? Will you be picking up a Rev 1 for yourself? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm DJ Kanoya, and I'll see you next time online.